Hey everyone, how you all doing? Blue here, back with part 7 of our Minecraft medieval castle tutorial. Now before we get started, as always, how are you guys all doing? I hope you guys are doing well and enjoying this series. Now before we get started with the build today guys, I just wanted to take a minute to say a huge thank you for the unbelievable amount of support in this series and across all of my videos. You guys have honestly shown so much love recently and I cannot thank you guys enough. Now, there's also been so many comments recently that I'm struggling to keep up and reply to everyone. So if I haven't replied to your comment guys, I will do my best to get round to it. I'm trying to reply to as many comments as I can. But if I do miss you guys, it's not intentional. It honestly is just because there's just so many coming in that I honestly can't keep up with them. At the moment, we're averaging hundreds and hundreds of comments a day, so there's a lot of them to try and keep up with. So guys, keep them coming. I love reading your comments and I love hearing feedback from you guys. But yeah, just bear with me while I try and keep up with the crazy demand of comments. Now, with that being said, there are also a lot of comments that I have already answered that people keep asking me over and over again. Now, if you go and have a look in the description, you will find most of the information that a lot of you keep asking for is in the description of every video I post. So if I haven't answered you guys yet, please be sure to check out the description and see if there is an answer to your question in the description. If not, I address most of the comments at the beginning of every video in this series. So if there's anything that I've been asked a lot of questions for or anything that needs to be addressed related to the build, I post that right at the beginning of the video. So if you flick through my videos in this series, if there's a particular question that you're asking, chances are that I have already answered that question. So if I haven't replied to you yet and you're waiting for an answer, please just flick back through the videos at the beginning of the videos and just see whether the answer is in any of the videos there. But like I said guys, I will do my best to get around to answering all of the comments. It's just it's a little hard to keep up with at the moment, especially with trying to record more videos. It's a little hard trying to do the recording if I'm answering hundreds of questions in a day. So I'm doing my best to keep up with it the best I can. Anyway guys, I think that's just about it for the talking. Let's dive in and do some more building. Okay guys, here we are back at the castle and take a look at all of this. We've done so much work already and considering we're only 7 episodes in, we have got a lot of work done. Now last episode was the longest one and we went ahead and we got all of the stables in place over here and we managed to finish off this building over in the corner here. Now we will be coming back and doing a bit more work around here, adding in some more doorways to the towers and stuff like that. There's a lot more things to add in. But for now, we're going to just leave that as it is. We will go ahead. Once we do the interior, that's where we'll start fitting in doorways and stuff like that, because we'll start knowing exactly where we want everything planned. Now, with that being said, I think today we're going to head over to this side of the castle. So there's the front gate. We're going to head over to the left-hand side of the castle. And I think we'll start with this corner here and start working on the little blacksmith that we have over in the corner. So first things first, as you can see, we've got a platform made up of 3. So these sections of wall here, as we went over before, we've got 5 blocks for each section. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think 5. So from this one here, we're going to come behind from this section here, add 2 extra layers of planks behind the whole section going down. Okay, so we want to turn it to a 5-block walkway. So go 2, 2, 2, 2, and then this one, 2, 2, 2, and just do that all the way across. Okay, now we're going to lay out a little bit of a kind of guideline here first of all. So first of all, the blacksmith is going to start from the second wall. So as you can see, we've got the first wall there and we've got that second one. So we can see that down the bottom here, first one, second one. Now where the corner is here, we're going to just put a 1 block in here, okay? And we're just going to bring it out by, for now, just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the moment. Now, directly from that block, we're going to start making a wall, which is going to be right under here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our polished andesite blocks, okay? Right on the corner underneath this corner piece here, okay? Which is the second piece of the wall from the tower. Now, we're going to go ahead and put one just diagonally in here, which will come underneath this platform. Again, underneath this corner here, we're going to go ahead and bring one up, just like this. And then I think we're just going to go one more. So let's go over to here, bring this all the way up to about there. And then this corner, all the way up to there. Okay, with the polished andesite. Now, there is going to actually be a doorway in here. So what I'm going to do is where we've got the 3 block gap, we're going to break 1, 2, 3 like this. And for now, let's just make a 3 wide by 4 high doorway. And then behind here, we're going to just kind of bring this over like this and bring it across to there. And then here, we'll just go ahead and fill these in with some stone. Okay, we'll work on the doorway and whatever else a little bit later on. But for now, we just want to get that in place. Then on this bit of wall here, again, we want to fill these 3 here and then just bring the stone all the way up to the top. Once you've done that, we just want to repeat our wall pattern, which if we take a look around here, you can see it's the same repeated pattern across all of the walls where we put in our andesite across, upside down stairs, and then this section here. So let's go ahead and just repeat that for these bits of the inside walls here, because these are going to be seen, okay? We're not going to do none of it for any of the areas that are hidden, because we can use that for extra space inside the houses. So across here, we're going to put 3 and then 3, and then we're going to put an upside down polished andesite stair, sorry guys, here and here. Then we're going to go upside down stairs on these ones, just like this. And we're also going to put one on this single pillar here. Just remember, we've got one single pillar here before we start the building. Now, get your polished andesite stairs again. Sorry guys, I honestly cannot speak today. And then we're going to go 1 and 2 in the gaps here in between these stairs, and 1, 2 just here. On the lower stairs, let's put 2 of our polished andesite blocks all the way across like so. Then in the gaps, just go ahead and put in your cobblestone wall. And then repeat the pattern on the other side where the slabs are located. So here it's going to be 2 on those, 1 in the middle, and then 1 on that one. Okay. And now if we come underneath here, I think the best thing to do here is probably to get ourselves some stone stairs just for the moment. So let's get our stone stairs. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fill this little gap in here with the stone, just like so. This block here, bring all of this in place here. And then for now, we're just going to put some across there as well. Now, in my castle, I actually make a walkway that comes over here and steps down, okay, and goes down through this gap here. And then this is where it's going to lead into like an extra courtyard with the church. Now, if you guys don't want to do this, if you're not building an extra extension or you're not going to build the church and whatever else, then you can just go ahead as you've done with the other walls here and just go ahead and just fill them in like this, okay? Just leave them filled in like that and then go ahead and do your texturing. It's up to you. But for the moment, I'm going to leave this open because I'm going to show you how I've done a little gate in there. And we're going to come to that a little bit later on. But for now, we're going to put 2 upside down stairs like that, 2 upside down stairs like that. And I think that stone in the middle there, we're going to just break through like this, extend this, put 1 layer across that floor there, and then bring it down. Okay, so we should have a gap going up like that right in between. Okay, now that that's all in place, let's go around to this little corner here. And first of all, just go ahead and fill all of this corner in here with your stone or any block of your choice. And then you want to go 1, 2, 3 like this with your stone. Bring it all the way up to the top of this platform here and just fill all of the wall all in place, just like so. Now, as you can see, where this polished andesite comes down, this is where the building's going to start. So we've got 2 blocks there already. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Then we're going to turn and head towards the front wall. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go diagonally over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 until we meet this wall. Okay, so we've got 4, 5 and 4. Now we're going to go ahead and raise these until they are 7 blocks high in total. So we've got 1 there already, so we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and just do that all the way around. Once your walls are all in place, we're going to head over to the side here where the gate is, and we're going to bring a row of our strip spruce logs all the way down and then overhang by 1. Place 1 here and 1 here with a log sticking out. Okay, we should now have a 3 block gap between all of these, and then we're going to break these 2 behind and place a strip spruce log running into it. Get your stone, and we should be able to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. Just like so. Now back to our strip spruce logs, and we're going to go on top of this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we're going to do that on this one and also this one, and then finally let's just put that one down to 5, and then finally where this one is here, we're going to go 1 forward and then come across to this first spruce plank here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we should be able to go 1, 2, 3, then 3 in the middle of these ones, and then if we go onto the inside here, 1, 2, 3 to cover up that gap there, and then we should have something like this. Now heading over to this side here, right where we've got the polished andesite on this pillar, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to leave a 1, 2, 3 block gap, which will be to here. Let's just put a row of our strip spruce logs across here for a second. So leave a 3 block gap. Then where this edge comes in here, we want to go into this one and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave a 3 block gap, and on this one here we should come up by 5 as well. And then we're going to join that one across there, and then this one on the outside, just bring it across to there. Okay, that's looking good. Now I think what I'm going to quickly do here, guys, is get my torches, and I'm going to just quickly put some torches in here just to light up all the area. Something just quick and simple like so. And then I'm going to get my spruce planks, and I'm going to actually break these strip logs here and then just replace all of this level here with a bunch of spruce planks for the flooring. You can go ahead and use any flooring you want, but because we've got the spruce on the outside, I think it only makes sense to bring the spruce onto the inside as well. Okay, once that's all in place, let's go ahead and get our stripped logs again. And on this side here, we're going to go ahead, leave a 1 block gap from that pillar there, and we're just going to bring another pillar up here. On this side, we're going to do exactly the same with a 1 block gap, just like so. Then, coming onto the pillar that runs across here, we're going to put 1 on this side, 1 on this side, leaving us a 3 block gap in between. Then, we're going to place a spruce stair underneath and in front, underneath and in front. And then we're just going to put a row of them across the center part like that. Around this side here, we're going to put a stair there, a stair in front, stair there, stair in front, stair there, stair in front. And then we're going to place an upside down one facing in like this on both sides here, and also on these sections just here. Okay. Now back to the spruce logs. On this upside down stair here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and I think one more 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like this. Now, I think actually in the center here, I'm going to put a full block, and then I'm going to go 2 stairs like this, and then a slab here and a slab here. Okay, just to kind of finish off that edge of the wall. Now, at this point, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put 3 rows of 3, actually 4 rows of 3 of our smooth sandstone in there. This one at the side, we're going to bring up to the same height here. Okay, so 4 blocks in here, 4 blocks in here. Then we're going to go 5 up on here. This one here we can bring all the way across in that gap. Fill this one up here. And then where these walls are, it might be a little bit tricky here, but we're going to start from this inside stair here, bring that up to the top there, and then just bring it over and just wrap it round like this, leaving a window right in the center, which is 2 blocks high. Do the same for this one. Just like so. And then again, against this log, we'll bring it out, up, out, and then just 2 like so. Perfect. Now again, let's just go ahead and repeat the walls on this side like this. One of these are probably going to be a doorway, so I'm just going to make them full walls for the moment, and we'll work out the doors and that all after. So let's leave that like that. Now we're going to actually make a doorway on this side, so I think what we'll do, get our stripped spruce logs, and where we've got this one here, this is right on the front wall. Okay, there's the gate right on the front wall. We're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, then we're going to put one all the way across from this side all the way until we join up to the tower here. Where that tower joins, we're going to leave a 1 block gap, and we're going to put another pillar all the way up to here. Then we're going to go behind these pillars, and diagonally inwards we're going to put 1 up to there and 1 up to here. Okay, making it 4 in total, and then 1 across like so. Now get your spruce stairs. We can put 1 in that corner, 1 in that corner, 1 in that corner, 1 in that corner. And then we're just going to go ahead and fill the gaps up in here with the smooth sandstone. And then on the inside here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bring it round to 1 more so it's 4 high. And in the center here, we'll put an upside down smooth sandstone stair. We'll do that a little bit later on. Okay, let's go ahead and get in the outline for the roof. So for this one, we're going to start with the dark oak. We'll use the stairs and the slabs. So we're going to, first of all, go ahead and right on the corner here, we're going to just put a temporary stair there and then 1 out. And then we're going to break that one just there. Then we're going to put an upside down one here. And we're basically just going to go like this all the way until we get 1 block away from the center of the build. So let's keep going all the way up. Right to there. As you can see, the next block is right in the middle here, okay? And then we're going to go ahead, put an upside down stair there, a normal one on top, and an upside down one on this side. Let's repeat that pattern on this corner here, okay? Doing exactly the same. Okay, once that's done, we're going to go to our dark oak slabs. And then underneath this first one on the corner here, we're going to put 1 here and then 1 overhanging out of the side. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we butt up to this corner here. Place 1 here and then 1 over to this point, and then we can break them out of the way. We're going to do the same thing again. Bring it all the way over to this corner. Go out, bring it to here. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Place 1 here, and then we can put our stair on top like that, and then we're going to continue the same pattern that we've done on the other side, bringing our stairs all the way up until we get to 1 block before the center. Once you're near the center, put the upside down one right there, making sure that that is the center of the roof. Place 1 here, upside down one facing out. When I say the center of the roof, the point is right at the center of the main wall, which is right where the door is on this side, because the pillar here is actually going to be right where that wall would be. Okay, so we can't even out the full wall, so we're going to still keep the center point of where the roof should be. Then from here, put a stair on there, upside down one, and we're just going to continue that pattern down until we reach the wall on this side. Okay, once you got that in place, get your dark oak slab again, and round this side we're going to repeat the same thing. So we're going to go down 1, out 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then place 1 there. We can break that one, so we've got now a diagonal one here, and then this one will just butt up to this wall here. Now before we put in the rest of the roof, let's get our pillars in on the corners here. So we're going to start with our strip spruce. This one's going to come up by 2, this one up by 2. Leave a 1 block gap, bring it up by 4, a 1 block gap, and then another one of 4. Then the smooth sandstone, we're going to put 1 here, 3 here, 5 in the middle, 3 in here, and 1 on here. And then what we'll probably do here, which will work better, is break in these sandstone here, and it'll probably work better if we put a beam across like so. Now, let's repeat the same pattern on this side. So we're going to go 2, 4, 4, and 2. And then the sandstone in the gaps of 1, 3, 5, 3, and 1. Just like this. Now, grab your spruce stairs at this point. And what we can do here is we can bring our spruce stairs across this beam here. Twist one that way for the corner and then bring it across. Twist it in and then bring it across. And then what we're going to do is all the way up until we get to this point here. We're just going to repeat the blocks the same as they are here. So as you can see, these ones are facing that way, but the side one here is facing the side. So these ones want to continue that same pattern being sideways like this. Okay. And then the rest obviously can come across like so. And we're going to just repeat that all the way across and do this whole side of the roof. And then we will repeat the same pattern on the other side of the roof. So let's go ahead and do this side first. Okay, once you've got that side of the roof in, we're going to basically repeat the pattern on this side. So bring this one across here, twist one in here, and then bring this one over here. Now, before we work on the last piece of the roof here, I'm just going to run these two sections all the way up, repeating the same pattern. So that stairs facing that way, so we're going to bring these stairs all the way up. Bearing in mind that once you get to the very top, you will have a 1 block gap between the stairs here, okay, where we're going to put in a full block with a slab on top. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, and 4 all the way to there, and then we're going to repeat that all the way across and all the way down. Okay, once you get to this point, we're going to come over to the side here. And what we're going to have to do is you're going to have to put a stair there and then 1 over and then break. 1 against that one, 1 over, break. 1 there, 1 over, break. 1 there, 1 over, and break. Okay, and then you're just going to twist and bring it over to where the roof joining is here. Now, it will be really tight down on this little edge here, but you should have just about enough room to just get your stairs in. You may have to place a block temporarily just like down here so that you can place in your stair like that, and then just break your blocks underneath after, and then just continue that pattern all the way up, filling in this last little gap up here. At the very top here, just go ahead and put some planks in the gaps all the way across, and then on top of that we're going to use our dark oak slabs, bringing it across all the way, making sure that you stay on the center block where the full block is, just like this. And then we're going to come down to this one just here. I think this one we're going to actually bring it in a little bit less, so we're going to put in the stairs here and here, here and here. This is the spruce stairs, and then we're going to do the same again, 2 and 2. Put 2 full planks in the center there, and then and then we put a dark oak stair just there, normal stair there, and an upside down one there. Bring your stairs down here like this, and your stairs down this side like so. Don't forget your upside down one just there. Then we're going to put in a slab, and then a row of slabs across here, a slab, and then a row of slabs all the way across here. And I think for this bit here, we're just going to go ahead and place 3 of our smooth sandstone, and then we can go ahead and break a little window in there. And I think that will do for that edge there. I think that looks good. Okay, now if we go around to this side here, guys, I think what we're going to do is just break in a window here and another window here. Now, you don't have to put windows everywhere, but I just like to put quite a few windows around because it looks nice and allows you to get a bit of a view from where you are. But if you guys want to go ahead and leave some of these boarded up as just like without windows, you can. It's entirely up to you. Okay, now the blacksmith here is going to have a little raised platform on the outside here. So if we head over to the corner here, and at the bottom here we're going to go up by 1 block, break these 2 and then 2 more above, making a 2 wide by 3 high doorway. Then we're going to get our stone bricks, and from this corner here we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which should line up directly with that block there, which is just from the corner of the polished andesite. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 in that gap there. And then for now, let's just quickly go ahead and fill all of this with the stone bricks, and then we'll texture it in after. Okay, now before we do anything else, guys, let's just quickly add a little bit of texture here. So we're just going to add in some random cobblestones, some stone, some andesite, maybe even some polished andesite as well, just all over the place. Go ahead, just randomly scatter some of it in, just to texture up the floor, because it just looks too clean and tidy. Otherwise, a blacksmith certainly wouldn't have had a nice clean floor. So let's go ahead and just texture this all up the best we can. Okay, once all of your texturing is all in place, get your polished andesite, and right in the corner here we're going to go 1, 2 with them. On top we're going to place 3 of your cobblestone walls. Place a polished andesite just in front of it towards the back of the build, and then we're going to stretch that all the way across, joining it to the building right here. Okay, now get your dark oak slabs, and on the upper half we're going to go ahead, bring it all the way across like this, overhang the corner by 1, put 1 here, and then slowly step it up. So we're going up by 1 and then over, up 1, over, up 1, and just do that all the way until you get to this wall just here. And we're going to stop right there. Now underneath here, right where we put these polished andesite, we're going to break 1, 2, 3 and I think 4 blocks like so. Then where we got this block here, we're going to place another one here, and then I think another one here. And again, fill these ones, but we just want to texture them a little bit. So probably use some of your stone bricks, and yeah, something kind of like that. I think that would be good. And then while we're there, just go inside here, and considering this is a blacksmith and we got a blacksmith on the outside here, it's probably a good idea for the inside here to go ahead and fill it with some flooring of your choice. I think maybe a stone sort of based flooring here would be good. So let's go ahead and just add a load of random stone bricks, and we're going to texture this all up with cobblestone, polished andesite, and just any other blocks that you might like, maybe gravel. Any kind of grey tone blocks will work perfectly well. So just go ahead and do that all on the inside of here. Okay, once your flooring's all in place, let's go ahead and get our stone stairs. And at the front here, we're going to curve one that way, one that way. Get your spruce trapdoors, place one on both of them and then shut it down. And then place 2 doors, so we're going to go boom and boom. Okay, so they open up to the inside. So you want to place it on that block, just on the inside, okay? Just like so. Okay, now back to the outside here. We're going to go ahead and put a little stairway across here. So let's put in some stone brick slabs, something like that. And then maybe the cobblestone ones just in between like so. I think that looks pretty good. Now, I think we're going to even this wall over at the back here. So let's get our stone and just fill in this bit of area just there. And then we can put in a spruce plank just there to even that off as well. Now, get the cobblestone wall and we're going to fill that across here. And then I think that is actually looking pretty good. Okay, now we're going to head over to this little ledge where the balcony is, and we should have 3 of our spruce planks here. We want to run a row of the polished andesite blocks across here and one underneath there as well. And in line with those, we just want to go ahead and put in our 4 blocks on there. And then we want to grab the cobblestone wall and put that in the gaps. And then, in fact, this block here isn't going to be needed in the middle. So break these 2 just here for now. Now down to the bottom here, we're going to leave a 1 block gap at the side, and we're going to get our stone, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to take that all the way up until we touch the top here. Once you've got that all in, from the corner here, leave a 1 block gap, and we're going to go 1, 2 with our bricks, and then leave a 1 block gap and 1, 2 with the bricks. We should have 2 block gap at this side. These ones here, we're going to raise them all the way up to the polished andesite blocks there, just like so. Then we're going to place a stair that way, and then an upside down brick in the center like this. Then at the bottom here, leave a 1 block, and then on the next one, we want an upside down one here, and then 1, 2, 3 on top of our 4 blocks like this. Place a temporary block just behind there for the minute, and then put a stair in front of it, break that one behind, then put 2 stairs like this. Temporary block there, upside down stair in the middle, break that one, and then we want a full block on that one. Okay, just to make this nice kind of forgery here. Now, we're going to go ahead and put a full block in there, and then place one on top of these ones, and I guess we'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Let's go up by 5. We're going to break that one there so we can bring that up, and then bring this one up as well. Now temporarily, we just want to put 2 blocks in the center like this, and then put some upside down brick stairs like this all the way around, and then this side as well, and then break 1 and 2 on the inside. At the very top here, you can put a cobblestone wall or a andesite wall or something like that. It's entirely up to you. And then on top, put a slab of your choice. I'm just going to go for the smooth stone slab, just like this. I think it looks pretty good. Now if you wanted to, you could go ahead with the bricks here, and you could texture with some granite and some polished granite blocks. But for the moment, I'm just going to leave it like that. We can do any texturing for little bits like that a little bit later on when we're adding some of the sort of finer details. Okay, first off, to finish up the rest of this roof, we're just going to go ahead and get in our slabs. So let's just bring them all the way across here, joining up. And we're just going to do the same all the way across these like so. Okay, just making sure that we bring them all the way across. On here, we're just going to put in a full block there, and then bring the slabs all the way across, join up to this side, and again, just keep taking it up half a block each time. Once you get to this corner here, guys, just go ahead and put it in there, 2 more on there, and the same again on this side, 2 there and 1 on the top there. And actually, we just missed 1 in that corner like so. But actually, we're going to leave that one there because that one is going to be having a fence post in the groove. So just leave that one as it is. And if you really wanted to as well here, guys, what you could just do is break these ones. You could actually just have it in at this height. I think it probably would just be a little bit cleaner in at that height there. And then we could break that one there as well. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit neater like that. So we're going to keep it like that. Now, let's do a little bit of decorating underneath here. First of all, we're going to need in some lighting. So underneath here, let's just go ahead, get rid of that. And then we can get rid of those ones for the minute, and then put the slabs all back in place like this. And I think I'm going to turn these into 4 blocks underneath here, just so we can place some lanterns on there. So just bring that all the way across. And it should be like that, and we can put a dark oak one there in that corner. Now, I think right in the middle of the 3 here, I think I'm going to put a lantern just there, and then boom, one there as well. That gives us quite a decent amount of light down here. So, starting here, I think we're going to go a smithy table there, leave a 3 block gap, put 1 here. I think maybe we could put a couple of the grindstones on the wall. Put a spruce upside down stair here, and then I think we're just going to get a slab and put that in the center. Let's put a stone pressure plate there, a little lever there, and I think we could also get ourselves a little button, the stone button. Put one on there, and it kind of looks a little bit like a kind of workstation. Maybe we could face the button that way. I think that looks a little bit better. Okay, then let's get our spruce trapdoors, and at this point I think we're going to go up to the next block, and just on that top half just put a few of them across like this, and we'll use that as a bit of storage. For now I think we're just going to go ahead and put a barrel there like that, and we'll put some more stuff in just a minute. Okay, now over here where the forge is, we're going to go ahead and break that block and that block, and what we're going to do is place a couple of campfires in there. A couple of buckets of lava. Now that looks like it's smoking. And then up the top for the chimney, we're going to go ahead and put a campfire right in the top there. Okay. There we go. That lights things up pretty nicely. Now over in the corner here, I'm going to put some of the blast furnaces, and I'm just going to stack them up to I think about there, and then put some stone in at the top there. And then I think let's get our polished andesite stairs, and we'll just go ahead and we'll finish it off about there, and we could put in the polished andesite blocks above just like that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And if you wanted to, you could actually, rather than have, you could have just have the polished andesite blocks there and have some stairs like that, kind of make it look a little bit more like it's integrated into the wall. We'll put an armor stand up there. Maybe we could put another armor stand here. We could put some armor on it in a little bit. And then other than that, guys, I think we just want to make this look a bit like a work area now. So let's go ahead and we're going to go one block in. Let's put 2 trapdoors here of the oak ones, and we're going to run them down here. Make a little kind of storage area here. And inside this bit, I think we're just going to put some ores. So we need maybe some coal ore, some iron ore. Possibly a bit of gold as well, maybe. Let's go ahead and we could just go maybe pile a couple of those up like that. Put in quite a few of the coal, something like so. Maybe something like that, and maybe something like that. And then I think, boom, one in front. There we go. So it looks like a little storage area. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, and I think that is actually looking pretty good for the forge so far. The interior in here, guys, we're going to come back later on and do all of that. We're not going to do that in today's episode. I'll save that for part of the interior. And little finer details like putting armor and stuff on here, I probably will come back and do stuff like that as well at some point. But for now, I don't think we really need anything else. I think maybe we could go ahead and put in a block of iron here. Maybe it's getting ready to be smelted. We do need some anvils. We ain't got no anvils here, so let's get some of our anvils. Where are they? Let's get some anvils, and I think we're going to get a cauldron. And a water bucket. So we need a water bucket, so let's go ahead and put a water bucket in there like so, and I think a couple of anvils which would go something like that. Yeah, and I think that will do. That looks pretty good. Okay, on the side here, guys, I did add a couple of windows, so we go up by 2 blocks, break 1, 2, and I think 3. And for now, we're just going to use the stone stair. Put 1 there, and then 1 here. Let's go over and do 1 just here as well. Now, I will texture this all off camera as well again, guys. And again, you can change some of the stone here. Maybe for stone bricks. And all of the wall as well. Just, mix it all up and sort of play around with it. Now, one last thing to finish up here as well is we're going to have to get in our glass panes. Okay, now let's go ahead and get our spruce trapdoors. We're going to put 1 under there. That gap there, I'm just going to actually just fill that in, and I guess we could just fill that gap there in as well, just to kind of finish it up. And then in front of these pillars here, we're going to put in 4 of our spruce fences, all the way up to the top there. Fill in your windows with the glass panes of your choice. Now, in all honesty, this window doesn't really need to be here, so let's just go ahead and do that. I think it looks better. Put in a lantern above the window like this, and I will put 1 under here just for the extra lighting as well. And then we can put a slab just in the middle here for a little window ledge, which I think looks pretty cool. Round this side here, I'm going to put in a little window ledge. We're going to grab our glass panes as well again. Put in the glass panes. And I think we're going to just put in a shutter on both sides of this window. I don't do it very often, but I think I'm going to put one on both sides for that window there. And then at the very top here, we're going to go underneath here and do the same thing. So let's go ahead, put in our fences all the way up. Then we're going to put in our glass panes. Make sure you get them on both like that. Lantern, and then maybe a little window ledge like so. Just for that bit of decoration. Now guys, don't worry, I know a lot of people have been saying about the walkways and doorways. We will be breaking some of these out like this and making some nice doorways in here. So let's just break a 3x3 there for now, and then we're going to just do that. We'll come back later on and we're putting some nice doorways that are going to fit much nicer with these walls. This one here would probably be a 1 wide door, purely because we've got a 3 wide walkway here. You know, but I just broke it open earlier just to make space so that we could do what we needed to do. But yeah, we'll have something kind of along these lines, and in here I probably will end up putting in some strips of spruce wood or something and making a nice little doorway there maybe. But we'll leave it open for the moment. Like I said, most of the little finer details like things like this we're going to come and do when we do the interiors. For now we can just keep it as it is. But I think so far, I would say it's shaping up pretty nice. We're getting there nice and slowly. Well, I say slowly, but it's actually getting there a lot quicker than I expected. Okay, now, at this point, guys, you could go in if you wanted to and leave this up here. Like I said, this is all going to be sort of dirt ground and grass path and coarse dirt. In here, this is all going to be made up of stone bricks, stone, cobblestone, gravel if you wanted to, all this floor here. So if you wanted to replace this, you can, but don't go replacing all of it, because this section here is going to be built up as a flower pot. So I'll tell you what, we'll quickly go ahead and we'll get that in now so that we can get the markings out for where the roads are going to be. Okay, let's go ahead and get these markings all in place. So first of all, get your polished andesite. And where we've got this little strip coming down here that we done a few episodes back, we're going to come down here. We've got one pillar on that corner, leave that 2 block gap, and we're going to make another pillar coming all the way up until we're just one below the floor level there. Now right at the bottom here, we're going to go 1 and 2. Then diagonally over, we're going to place 1 here, heading towards the side where the stairs are. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go back, we're going to place 1, 2, 3. Go back, 1, 2, go back, 1, 2, then we're going to go 1, then 1, then we're going to go 1 and 2, and then from this one here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, just like that, okay? So we're now directly next to the stairs, okay, by 1 block. Now, the floor level is going to be up here. So we're going to just quickly work some of this out. So first of all, let's just go ahead and put one more layer across these ones here. And I think we're going to bring it around across. So let's go down 2, 1, 1, and then this 2 here, just for the moment. And then I think this one strip here, we're going to just bring down to there for now. Okay. Now, I'm going to get my stone for now, and I'm going to mark this all with stone. But you guys can go ahead and mark this. This is going to be all textured, okay? So everything I put down in stone for now is going to be textured for the ground that you want. Now, for me, when I done it in my castle, I did do it with stone, cobblestone, andesite, polished andesite, and a little mix of mossy cobblestone. But you can make the ground here any blocks that you want, okay? It's entirely up to you what you want your ground to be. I'm going to probably mix it up a little bit different for this one, just to show you guys a different sort of look. But we're going to go ahead and just get this in stone for the moment. So underneath the stairs here, I'm going to just bring in a row of stone like this. Then I think what we're going to do is we're going to go, I think, 1, 2, 3 like this. And then we're going to go over by 1, 2, yeah, 2. Then we go over 1 again, bring it out. 1, 2, over 1, 2, like this, okay? And the back here, let's just fill this all in with the flooring that you want to use here, okay? I would go ahead and use something that's going to be a sort of grey tone, some kind of stone floor. Now before I move any further, I'm going to grab myself some torches, and underneath here I'm going to make sure this is all lit up because we don't want any mobs spawning underneath here, especially for those of you who are in survival. Now back to the stone again here guys, and we're going to go ahead and where we've just finished, let's put a row right where we finished. Like that, okay? Then I think we're going to go to the end of this section. Then we got 2, 1, 1. This corner here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put 1 on there. And I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 over, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Okay. And then again, go ahead, throw some torches down on the ground. Or you could just fill this up with all of the stone. It doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you. And I'm going to just connect the lower level here. So we're 1 level down all the way over to the level we just see. All the way to there. Okay. So as you can see from that 2 block there. So that's the second letter 2. We've got 3, 2, then 2. That second lot of 2. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and at the back here from the stair that's upside down, 1, 2, 3. From that third one there we got 2, 2, and then 3. Okay, and then finally for this one we're going to get our stone and we're going to come across. So we're on that 2 there, we've got 2 more, and then they got 3 on this 3 one here. We're going to go 1, 2, then we're going to put 1. Then another 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and I think we might just join that all the way up. Yeah, that looks good. And then for this one, guys, we're just going to go ahead and just fill in behind here, all the way up, and I'm going to just take it 1 underneath the blocks that we already placed down, and then just fill this little section in. Just like so. And then of course guys, go ahead and put in your slabs, and you can texture your slabs up as you please. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to just add a bit of texture here for the moment just so I don't have to texture these. But I'm going to come back and do all the texturing for the stone a little bit later. But for the moment we can just go ahead and do something like that. Okay, so we're just kind of going around. Now I think here, just because of the way that this one actually looks, I think if we actually broke that one there and put that slab 1 in, I think it might look better. Maybe even if we broke those 2 and put it on that corner. So we get that little bit more of a curve. I just think it looks a little bit nicer. But guys, you can make this walkway up here as you please. It's entirely your choice how you do it. And again, we're going to go something like that. Randomly dotting in some different blocks, making sure they're on the lower half to make a stairway. And there we go, there's our stairway that's leading up now, and this is looking kind of pretty grand. We've got a really nice entranceway here, and it's really starting to shape up. Now let's get our polish andesite again, and on this level here we've got a 4 block. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Right on that corner there I'm going to put a polished andesite slab. I'm going to go and leave the next how many should I do here? I think we're going to actually keep them 4 blocks. So we're going to go 1 and 2. Then we're going to go slab, slab, slab. Just, I think actually like that, to be honest. And I think 1 more slab on that one. Just like so. So we've got a nice little curve around that little corner. Then up here where the stair is, I think at this point we probably just want some slabs coming across so that we're just overhanging that little edge there. Yeah, and I think that looks pretty good. Okay, right, now from this point here, guys, we're going to just quickly go ahead and get ourselves a polished andesite stair. We're going to put that right there on that front of that pillar that we started with. And then we're going to go back to our stone. Place 1 in line with a pillar, and then 1 and 2, okay? So it should come out by 2 from the side. And then from here, we're just going to bring this all the way down to, I guess, to about here. We can actually just leave it there. Okay, And that's going to be where the next building is going to be. It's going to have the front, the front of it's going to be here, and it'll go down long ways towards that wall there. So yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. Now I do want to get in one little planter here. Now this one, again guys, it depends on how you want to do this. So you could have this as a flat walkway here as it comes in and through this door, this gate here. If you're going to even have this gate, like I said, it's optional. It hasn't got to stay there. This is purely for, on my build, I've got my castle like this. Okay. And then at the side here, I have a entranceway that comes through into a big kind of a big, it looks like a big courtyard, but we're gonna have a church in here, a graveyard and stuff like that. Now you guys haven't got to build that. That's not gonna be part of this tutorial, but I will be doing a tutorial for it later on once we finish the castle. So if you guys want to do that and continue that as part of this build, then go ahead and put in this little doorway down here if you want to have it. There will be another doorway over here where there's going to be a little gateway to walk through into the village. But this one I just think is quite nice to have easy access from the castle, and we'll have a gate inside here as well. The gate we're going to work on a little bit later on. So for me, I'm going to make it slope down, but if you guys don't want it to slope down, you haven't got to. You can just have a flat ground going into it. It's entirely up to you. So for this point here, again, I want to just go down, I think, by 2 blocks. Okay, and I don't want it to be that far. So I think, first of all, let me just mark out a planter on this side, because we only need to put the stairway in the gap. So where that doorway is there, this second one here, right in the middle, we're going to put polished andesite there. And I think we're going to go down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I think on 11, we're just going to turn it in like that. Okay, so we've got a 2 wide planter box down here for some flowers and stuff like that. Now this is just for a marking for the moment. This might have to move down 1 block in a second. So from this point here, I want to make a little curved stair. So I think the first one's going to go probably 1 in from that where it starts to turn here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's go ahead, dig this one down all the way to the back here where the wall is. In this gap here, we can dig this all the way through because it's going to lead to the outside, and it'll dip back up on the outside. Okay, once you've dug that all out, guys, I'm going to make another dip down because I'm going to make it dip down a little bit more. I think it just adds like a nice point of interest, you know, seeing the slopes inside the castle. Having too much flat ground doesn't look very nice, so it's nice to just have changes in the levels on the ground. So from this one here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. On the 4th block here, I'm going to make a similar shape. I think I'm going to go 1 further, something like this, I think. In fact, I think that one can go 1 shorter, this one longer. So we'll go 3 and then 5. And then this one will be 4 and then 4. And again, repeat the same thing. So we're going to just cut out the same groove for this one for the minute. Now, obviously on the other side here, we're going to want it to come back up as well. So here we'll probably open up something kind of like this, I guess. And then this one here, we can make that go back a few blocks. Perhaps something along those lines. We'll go ahead, we can work that all out properly later on. But yeah, something along these lines is kind of where we want to go. And I think we're just going to just take that one in as well. Yep, that's good. Okay, now what I'm going to quickly do here is extend this all the way down. Where we have the polished andesite, we're just literally going to extend that into the ground. Same on this corner here. Here. anywhere that is visible, you just want to extend the same wall all the way down. Here we've got our stone, so we just go back to the stone. Just like this. Now, underneath here, I'm going to go ahead with the polish andesite. So bring that all the way over. And then the stone at the back here. And then finally, polish andesite just there. Okay, so as you can see, we've got something like that. Now, because of the height of this, I actually want to bring this back. And I want to put the slab instead. I want the slab at the top here like this. Just to finish that off nicely. Now, at this point here, guys, I'm going to go ahead where this grass is here, okay, from the inside here. I'm going to go ahead and put my flooring in of my choice in here, all the way down here, and including through here. And then, obviously, it'll continue through here later on point. Slabs across some of these to make in a nice little stairway. Again, just completely random, no pattern at all. Something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of that. Over here, I'm going to mix this up with a combination of grass path and coarse dirt. Maybe a little bit of dirt as well. We'll have to just see all the way through these grassy areas here, because this is going to be part of where the stables are. So I'm going to make this a bit more dirty to come through here, a bit more gravelly. And then over here, we'll have stone, cobblestone, stone bricks, whatever you want for your flooring to be all the way through. And don't forget on the other side here to make sure you make yourself a nice little stairway going up. Something like that. Just remember, we can change this up at any point. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go ahead, guys, just getting in my floor, and I'm going to texture it up a little bit. And then I'll show you what it looks like once I'm done. Okay guys, right, so here it looks without the cobblestone this time. This time I've done without the cobblestone. If you watch the intro at the beginning, you'll see what it looks like with the cobblestone in the ground. Cobblestone just gives it a bit more of a rough looking path. Because I added the mossy in there as well. But for this one, I didn't go with no mossy. I tried to give it a bit of a cleaner look, just to give you guys, you know, a different kind of view of what the ground would look like. But guys, the flooring is entirely up to you how you want it to look, you know, it's entirely up to you. As you can see over here, I've actually done coarse dirt and dirt through here to make it a little bit more muddier for this stable area. And what I've done down here is I've gone ahead, I've put in a few of the dirt, just kind of patched into the stone area here. And then some of the stone and some cobblestone, just that sort of dotted in this little area here to make it look a little bit more sort of, like, you know, they're blended into each other. It just makes it look a little bit more, it's less of a harsh change, you know. You ain't got such a heavy change on the eye where everything changes so suddenly. You kind of blend the two together and it just makes it feel a little bit more natural. Now this is how it looks if you go ahead and you do coarse dirt and dirt in the textures, okay? I'm going to quickly just go off camera and I'm going to blend it up with the grass path and the coarse dirt so that you can see how it looks that way as well, okay? Just to give you a little bit of an idea. I think personally that I prefer it this way, but let's go ahead and see how it looks if we do it the other way around. Okay guys, and this is how it looks when you use the grass path and the coarse dirt together, okay? Kind of, I try to make it look a little bit more like this bit had been used a bit more, where this walkway is. So as you can see, we kind of got like a bit of a clearer strip here that leads over to the stairway over here. And then it's kind of just kind of mixed up all between everywhere else. So yeah, I mean, personally, I think I probably prefer it the other way around. But I kind of like it both ways. So either way, I think looks pretty good. So go ahead, take your own pick, guys, on how you prefer this section looking. But I think either way looks fine. And of course, if you really wanted to, you could go ahead and make this all stone and stone brick like this if you wanted. It's entirely up to you. The only thing is I try to take into mind and consideration about that this is a stable here. You'd have horses. So you would probably have a little bit more of a softer ground for them to be trotting about on, I would imagine. But you know, just the kind of just my idea anyway. So go ahead and fill that up as you please, guys. Now, I think that just about does it for today's episode, guys. We've got a fair bit of work done here. As you can see, I went ahead and textured up the build a little bit here. Probably still need to break up some of the andesite. I think I might have gone a little bit too much on the andesite, but we'll go ahead and we can do that off camera at another point. The flower beds and stuff like that, we're going to go over those another point as well, getting all the details. That'll come after the castle is probably complete. You know, once we do the interiors and stuff, we'll work on the outside. I'm going to show you how to build the trees and stuff that I've done in here as well to make it look pretty nice. Alright guys, well, I think that just about brings us to the end of today's episode. As you can see, guys, I think the place is really starting to shape up now. We're getting very close to finishing up the main kind of structure of all the castle. It's going to be a matter of getting in all of the walkways, the interiors, all of the finer details, and just all those little bits that really bring the castle to life. So I think we're going to wrap it up just there for today's episode, guys. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. Just don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. But for now, this is BlueNerd signing out, and I will catch you guys in the next one.